Hey, everybody, Drew McLellan here from Agency Management Institute, coming to you from the southern region of Algarve, Portugal. We're on our summer vacation, and I can't help but think back to what summer was like for me as a kid. And this may not surprise you, but I'm a little competitive. And so, oftentimes, especially in elementary school, there would be a reading contest over the summer of who could read the most books. And A, I have always loved to read, but B, I wanted to win. So I spent a lot of my summer in between baseball games and mowing lawns, reading books. And it occurred to me that maybe we can have a reading program or a reading contest of our own this summer. Things tend to slow down for agencies in the summer. Many of you are taking personal vacations with family and friends. And it occurred to me that this is a great time for us to remember that we have to work hard at continuing to improve ourselves, to getting smarter, to learning new things, and to keeping our saw sharp. So here's my challenge for you. My challenge for you is read one new business book, read one new fiction book that's just interesting to you, whether it's a murder mystery or a cookbook or something that just is something that piques a passion of yours. And then find a new podcast and find and try a new AI tool. So those four things: read a business book, read a book for pleasure, find a new podcast that you can enjoy throughout the summer, and find a new AI tool that you can experiment with and you can take back and teach your team. So let's have our own summer enrichment program this summer and see how much smarter we can be by Labor Day. All right? I'll see you next week.